Yo, this is your boy Jonathan from On The Scene. We out here. Jared Kutoroff. How you doing, bro?
Good, good. How are you?
Hey, yo, I got to see a little nice quick preview of your movie Coots, which you got the shirt on right there. Tell me about that movie.
It's basically right now. It's like a documentary school project of me growing up in around my area. A lot of different changes to my life. Wasn't really too close to my parents, so it's basically like kind of story about my life, just to open up the doors to a bigger film that's going to be coming out.
Nice, nice. And so you're just basically, this is the starter project, and then the next project is going to be the bigger. Nice. And what made you really decide to really do this?
One of my friends came to me and was like, "Hey, I have a school project at Rutgers. Do you want a documentary about your life? Like, let's do it." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it good though." And I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to be turned out. I thought if I ever got the chance, I would be fine in the entertainment business, and that's what happened. But it completely took off to the point where festivals almost every weekend now, and a huge narrative film about my life coming out.
Nice. And then the process of all the pictures, the small clips of videos, I see that's probably been like a work in time. Like basically probably like 5 years ago, a clip here, clip there, Instagram snaps from like when it first started. What was that process like, storing all that type of content and having it replayed back to you? How was that?
A lot of the footage, obviously, people were just collecting non-stop footage of me. Like growing up, a lot of parties at my house. Then left my house for a little while. A lot of people were collecting a lot, and then a lot of kids had a lot of stuff. But you had to go back in your phone and stuff and gather everything. I would say there's easily 5,000-6,000 videos and pictures out there.
Wow. All just waiting to be edited.
Yeah, just all waiting to be edited in films.
Nice. So when you guys were shooting the school project and noticed the credibility and like the fame of it picking up, how was that for you? Like, how was your reaction to that?
I've always wanted to be famous. I think it's pretty cool when someone's able to go to something, pay money to see you do something. It means you have something there. Like, I always wanted to be in the NBA. Obviously, I'm not going to the NBA, but now people are paying money to go see me at film festivals and stuff. So it was a pretty cool experience. At first, I was like, "What's going on?" But now it's to the point where I'm starting to get a pretty decent name around here. I'm starting to live like the life that a young star upcoming lives. So it's very unique, but it's also, I understand there's a reason why. Like, I belong there, kind of thing.
Okay, and then I see you grew up and moved and lived in a lot of different places, Hoboken. What was that like? What was life like living here, living there?
I would say, well, up until a year and a half ago, before I moved to Hoboken, I was living in North Colville. It's like a suburban, very nice, luxury town, but there's nothing to do. It's very boring. Then all of a sudden I moved to a fast-paced 24-hour bar scene anytime you want, kind of life like that. So it was a quick change for me, but it was the kind of life that a young kid my age would want to be living in, like a lot of bars and a lot of stuff to do.
Okay, cool. And then with your independent movie or film, what was your direction as far as your life story? What did you want everyone to know about everything, or just certain parts of the sadness or the parts of the joy that came with it? What was your aim for the people to see about you? What did you want them to know about you, rather?
I would say, yeah, there's a lot more that could have been included, but obviously it was like a school project. It had to be at a certain time. But it got to the point where I was like, I'll let it all out if it means I have my one chance to become big as an actor in entertainment. So I will let it all out, and as long as it's true, I have no problem stating, even if it offends my high school that I went to high school with, because a lot of stuff went down, or if it offends someone, I'm not doing it to offend them, but it's true, so I was gonna let it out.
Got you. And since the fame of it getting picked up, have you guys been shopping around for any type of production, like filming, people to come and film your, take it bigger?
Yeah, I'm in talks with a couple big time production companies out here. I have I have a lead producer on it. I'm about to sign on with a director. It's pretty decently along. We're about to start opening it up to investors.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of it went from a school project to like a professional, like featured movie very quickly.
Got you. And so you like basketball. What's your favorite team?
I love the Nets.
The Nets?
Yeah.
Oh man, no Cavs, no Heat.
No, local boy.
Local? All right, cool. Anything else that you like to do that people don't know that you would like to explain or express?
Yeah, sure. There's one thing. There's one thing when someone says I'm about to drop his name, they might be a little surprised. But we have a lot of resemblances growing up. He went through what I was going through a couple years ago when it comes to becoming famous. He's obviously very far along than I am. But I like to drop the name Fetty Wap.
Nice.
15 minutes from my hometown, like growing up in a kind of a similar. Living on my own, like I was homeless for a little while. While some of the pictures and videos were being taken of me. And I just saw how he like made it huge in music, and I definitely like him a lot, and I think it's not too long before I'm chilling with him, honestly, with how I'm going to the big clubs almost every night now.
The club life, oh man, it must be crazy, huh?
Yeah, the club life's pretty wild time. I started going to the big clubs a couple months ago, and it's pretty crazy. You'll run into anyone every night.
Hoboken and New York, or just?
I'm talking club life, meaning like meatpacking, like One Oak, and the huge New York City clubs is pretty wild times.
Nice. So the name Coots, where did that begin? How did that come apart?
One of my friend's dads, like he's good with nicknames, and he just thought of the nickname when I was like 12, 13 years old, and then got to the point where everyone just called me Coots. Now there's a movie about Coots. And it's a brand, honestly. It's not even just a name anymore. It's like it's all I know. No one calls me by my name anymore. Like I honestly, if someone calls Jared, like I'll honestly think at first they're calling someone else.
So it's like, that's the only time you're gonna see that is in the credits of the movies you're in.
Yeah, pretty much. The rest of my life too, I realize.
Nice. All right. So the beginning part of your film, the intro, you walking, it's cold outside. Can you elaborate on what was going on in that scene?
I just moved to my brand new apartment, and it was snowing out, and we got a clip of me just like walking, like strolling like it's a normal day.
Nice. And then the montages. I see a lot of different, fast forwarding screen clips of a stack of iPhones, like, just funny stuff. What was more the intentions of those skits, those parts in the film?
To basically just show like who I actually am. Like honestly, that's just who I am. Like my three like cell phones in my room plus the cell phone I was rocking at the time. Like that's just who I am. Like I wouldn't be the kid to like trade it in or like get rid of it. I need those possessions.
Got you. It's just like, it's memorable. It's like, hey, this is the phone I first met this girl with. I still got her number, but I have a new phone, kind of.
Yeah, it's also like, obviously it's about the contacts and the messages if you ever want to look back, but it's also like I come from a tough family, tough background, so like I don't like to throw anything away or give anything up.
Got you. I see, definitely. And also, as far as like the nightlife scene goes, that's seen inside the film. Can you explain those days when it was being filmed? Like, I see, like, it looks like it's so much fun you guys was having. It's just like, what was going on during those scenes?
Yeah, there's been some wild nights, I would say, at some big time bars, some big time clubs of, like, I don't even know, just like having a lot of fun and people just shooting Snapchats, pictures, videos of me during it.
Nice. Any celebrity people you've met so far?
Yeah, I've been at some celebrities. I ran into Nick Jonas recently. I ran into
Nice.
Justin Bieber recently. I'm trying to think. I've seen. I was at Fat Joe a couple weekends ago. I was at Travis Scott in Brooklyn last night.
Wow. Yeah, basically everywhere, man.
I've been to some pretty cool events recently. Yeah.
Nice. And in the future, is there any other actors or actress you would like to be featured in any film that you will be, willing to make? Is there anyone that you can name? Probably one or two people that you would love to have in your films?
not really. I don't know if it would work with my films, but a film that I'm in one day, I would love to have a film that's with Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's a huge name, obviously been in a lot of kind of movies that I see myself being in like a year,
Comedy,
2 years.
kind of
very funny comedy.
Seth
movies.
Rogen, just I don't know, the best.
Just letting it all out, just make people crack up. Like, if you know how to make people laugh, like you got something there.
Do you think that his weight change is something different as far as like, do you think he was funnier when he was more chubby, or he's just a funny guy in general?
It's interesting you state that, because now thinking about it, like, he's a funny guy, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But yes, very. He's a lot funnier when he was very
chubby,
fat.
right? Yeah. It's like he kind of calmed down.
Calmed down the lifestyle when he was, and he was already huge. Like, why calm it down then?
Any actress would you like to be in any film with? I know there's some hot ones out there, bro.
I don't know. I really don't know if I would name any.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about if it was a kiss scene?
Yeah, I would be interested in that. Yeah.
Nice. Also, so now that you're, basically out promoting Coots, your film, your independent film, is there any other projects that you currently involved with, or, trying to be involved with?
I have a lot of young kids around the city who are coming to me and be like, hey, be in my film kind of thing, just because I'm starting to get recognized around here. I have a huge film coming out, obviously, but I'm careful. I'm attached to a management firm, so it's not
as easy, yeah.
It's not like when I was doing it on my own. It's not like, hey, like, sure, I'll be part of it kind of thing. It's, you got to be smart, especially with me, like, having huge potential behind me. You got to be smart what you put yourself into. Like, the quality is very big. It's also like what kind of project it is. So you don't want to be wasting your time with anything. I'm very busy, and the thing I learned is, like, you don't want to be in anything unless there's potential, or not even potential, just like something that you can learn from and can open up an opportunity for you.
Got you. Nice. Basically, so pay attention to the people that you keep around you, kinda.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not really important or doing things with their life, it's not really worth being. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Cool. And so for the outro, let them know your website, where they can find any kind of clips before it drops, your film, so they can follow you, your social networks. Let the people know where they can find you.
Sure. For those of you who is in the film business wanting to get in touch with me, the email for the film is infocoots@gmail.com. My Facebook's Jared Kutoroff, JaredKutoroff. My Snapchat, where I post a lot about where festivals will be, where I will be. I promote basically where I'm going every night. I let people know where I'm going to be hanging out. Is Cooterbug2500. My Instagram's Coots24. I also post a lot of pictures. Facebook and Snapchat's where I do most of my sharing information, I would say.
Gotcha. Okay. This is your boy Jonathan from On the Scene, New York. Jared Kutoroff, and we are out.
Before we start, I just want to give a shout out to On the Scene, New York, for taking their time out today to do a little interview together.